well into the second half. What impressed you most about this performance, Kurt?
Oh, just the overall energy of the team and things that we've said for many months that were kind of validated. I thought the names that again, we spoke about the Dragons needing to be really good through the middle, be impactful, show some energy. To see Little be as good as he was at dummy half and Musgrove, his impact from the bench. We spoke about that in off-season too, about do the Dragons just start their best front rowers or who they think their best front rowers are, or do they think about a 17-minute game where it's literally about the 80 minutes and the impact that the middle forwards, if they hunt as a pack? I think it was all vindicated. Murdoch-Masila was great. So by the end of the game, mate, I sat back, I lit up a cigar, got the double malt Glenfiddich out, and sat back and just really enjoyed what was a great game. The best thing for me is, and some people might disagree, but Ben Hunt was great, but he wasn't the best player on the field. And to me, that's a good sign for the Dragons, that Ben Hunt had a good game, but he didn't get me out of the match. I think in previous seasons, the Dragons might have scraped through this game and got the win, and Ben Hunt might have got me out of the match, and everyone would be talking about Ben Hunt again. Ben Hunt had a great game, but there was other blokes there that deserved Player of the Year points a little bit more than Ben Hunt, which is really, really, really good. There was a couple of times there where I thought, and I'm not knocking Ben Hunt here, but this is more a compliment to Sullivan and a bit of his calmness, if you want to call it that, where in the first half on the right-hand side, nothing was happening, so he would take the ball first receiver, square up a little bit, but then turn one of his players on the outside back in, and they'll take the tackle and open back up the field again to the left-hand side. Where, funnily enough, Ben Hunt, who's been the Dragons' best player for so long, there was a couple of times where I think Ben Hunt even got lost, and he overrided a few calls and went blindside, and then shifted a pass on, and then his outside backs had nowhere to go, took the tackle, and because they were trapped on a sideline, the last tackle play was literally just an old Ben Hunt up and under. So there were some really, really positive signs there, and I think the best part about it too is offensively the game wasn't driven by Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt had a good game, but it was driven by the guys around him. And that then opened up the fact that there was space for someone like Sloane to actually be the star that he can possibly be. And I've got to give credit to I think it was Josh Kerr and Musgrove for the Sloane try, where Kerr didn't just go up to the try line, maybe like, and I'm not going to bring up any names that have been previously at the club, but in that situation, maybe it was just a waste play and you go to the line and you wrestle and get up and try to get a quick play of the ball. Kerr actually went into the line thinking that this was an attacking chance. He took 3 in the tackle, one I think around the waist, 2 over the top, but still had the common sense to say there's a chance for me to offload the ball. You got the ball back. Musgrove in a half a second. You know, we've spoken about Musgrove off field. He might be the smartest bloke on the paddock, but on the field, Musgrove is a good football player. And then he realised what was happening. He took the contact, spun, got the offload, then Ben Hunt in breaking play, beat one with a dummy, and then Sloane just boom. That is